major characters of people that you probably didn't think were ever going to touch again. Then again, you actually watch a show, you're waiting for that to happen, so pay off. We're not going to tease you.
We were making crap up last night about the plug face guy.
Yeah. Yeah, last night, in lieu of having a good time at a party, we decided to come up with an arch enemy for plug face guy. See?
Yeah. Is there anybody here dressed like the plug face guy? Awesome.
Right. 3 seconds of a panning shot. The guy spent more time working in that costume than we ever did thinking about plug face.
But he was he did it, yeah, that pan.
Is anybody here dressed as...
Yeah, he's a piece of pan.
Is anybody dressed as the girly man's guy from the yard set? Well, actually, everybody at Comic-Con's dressed like that. He came back, didn't he? See?
In the background, yeah.
We have 7 background characters. They always show up. If you count how many times Skye, the woman that might have had Doc's baby, shows up in every continent. It's what, 7 at least? So, you know, our own continuity sucks. But, and again, some of our own continuity is rock solid. This meant rock solid. It's a new world. This diamond-sized rock. You can ask us another question.
Tiny scissors.
Tiny scissors.
Tiny rock like tiny.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
That counts as a question.
No!
No, we'll let you ask 2 questions.
Thank you.
That's nice.
So in the last season we've got Molotov, Kim, Triana, all these other female characters that have kind of gone away. Are we going to see some new ones? Because that would be awesome.
There'll be new faces and old faces. I just came up with a new female character.
Did you? Oh yeah,
yes I did. Yes I did.
But also, well, we met Nikki and her mom.
Yes.
This year.
And Molotov died off screen with a car falling off a cliff.
What?
Where are you people from that counts? Oh my God, they're dead!
Yeah. Now she's gonna haunt Brock. Talk to her skull.
It would be contrary to the logic of the show if she came back.
Yeah. we would never kill somebody off screen and then ever bring them back because that is dumb.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
my
we
question...
know one.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not even done with this. I've decided that that's a longer question in my opinion.
Okay.
There are other things to kill than just the corporal body. And what needed to die was this pining, really terrible love that Brock had for Molotov. That has been murdered and severed. So what... There is a
But maybe not.
Yeah, there's a
That happened off screen too.
There's supposed to be relationship love. And there, you know, it's hard. I don't know if you've ever broken up with somebody, but a lot of people double dip. They go back for seconds because it's easy. Not saying that'll happen either. I'm winging it.
Or because there's a spider in her bathtub.
And who can get who do you call? She always knows that Brock's gonna help. Does she call that gigantic new lover she has? Did he die? Oh my God, the questions that might be answered if we remember to.
Maybe he's a girl. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
We gotta get on that.
We gotta write this show.
Okay, I don't want to talk over you guys again. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're okay now.
My question is actually perfect to follow the last 2 because my question is: Are we going to see Kim, Triana's friend, back to the villain?
Oh.
God damn it! No, we
Kim is remarkably popular.
Yeah,
One-off.
it's because she's kind of pretty. I'll tell you. Look, Kim is in. We told you what happened. Kim moved to Florida. She kind of started hanging out with the preppy people, which Triana just threw out as poser.
She got into meth.
Then she got into meth.
Supporting a Christian.
And now she's supporting a Christian to get over the meth.
Yeah. She's a realtor.
And she's in Florida, and it's very difficult to get out of Florida.
Really?
And the show would never have a scene in Florida. It's not a visually compelling state.
No. Although there are
Actually, no, I do have a B
There's
plot.
nothing in that state that would work on the show.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the action man lives in Florida.
Oh yeah, the Action Man stuff.
But we always see him in his.
See, we have material. We thought that we had nothing to say, but apparently when you get in front of a lot of people that expect you to say something, you have things to say.
You sure do.
Yeah. Can I get a question from you?
Any chance that we're going to see Dr. Henry Killinger in the next season?
There's always a chance.
Always a chance.
Actually, I don't know if you know this, but his reappearance almost came from a bet that Jackson and I have going, oh, there's no way we can bring it back. So, I have no inclinations, and you brought him back nicely.
I brought him, our DVD, if you look at the deleted scenes, there's a scene we cut out of the Dean
you
New
can,
York episode.
You can see just a drawing with no
you can
movie
see a storyboard that talks.
Yeah, that's almost
that
like,
had a Killinger reappearance with the Revenge Society.
So again, that's the DVD's worth that purchase, just to see a drawing of Henry Killinger and then some dialogue that would, his mouth would move if we actually animated it. It's really good. But, you know, we usually animate it. Next question.
I was wondering what inspired Shore Leaves Degrassi reference?
Degrassi?
The fact that he was, he knows
that you love Degrassi.
I love Degrassi.
What inspires a reference to the clouds or the rain? The very elements of our lives.
Yeah, crappy weather usually inspires that. The reason he said something is because the captain named his ship Manny Song, and he realized that this was from Manny Santos. So inside the show, there are two characters that watch Degrassi. Inside,
one is ashamed of it, one is not.
Yeah, one is. I loved Degrassi, and then it got a little too like kids of kids of kids. It got really confusing, and I moved on from Degrassi. Not that I don't always keep this weird love of Degrassi and some frustration. For instance, Drake. Like apparently people are buying him as like tough hip hop, but the guy's crippled Jimmy. And I can't look at him seriously. First of all, you know, I don't want to keep Drake bashing because I don't listen to his music because he's crippled Jimmy. But when you start up a tough name to get over Jimmy, I would have gone with like Shere Khan or something like super cool. Not Drake, which is basically a duck or a snack cake.
Very popular.
Yeah, it doesn't scream tough. My last name is Hammer, and I am a rut. Like a skinny, there's nothing posing about me, yet I have a cooler last name than Drake. So, you might want to change that to like Drake, Anvil, Slagathor, Vaughn, Death Machine. But for me, he'll always be Cripple Jimmy. He'll always be trying to start up a t-shirt company, you know, maybe working with Ellie on comic book stuff. That's what I want. So I love the show. I loved it. I did. And I'm mad at Drake because he betrayed me as Jimmy. That's what it is. I want him to call me up and say, I'll always be your Jimmy. And I'll say to him, I'll let you become Drake. We can move on from this.
So Degrassi basically went over a cliff with a car.
No, Degrassi, you can only get really into a show for like 3 years and you're like, I don't care anymore. Which you should never do eventually. And I'll tell you why. Venture Brothers is a richer world. It's a different world. The paint off again.
Ah, shit, we got 10 minutes left.
Go ahead.
You really needed to do that at the end.
Have you ever considered doing any Order of the Triad solo stuff? Because I just really want to see Dr. Orpheus hang out with the Alchemist all the time.
Yeah. Yes. We would love to do that. Yeah. That would be like spin-off number 1.
If we could do their home life, that would be spin-off number 1. That would be great.
Yeah, I was wondering what inspired the intro to Every Which Way But Zeus. Was it more of a personal conversation that happened, or what was the brainstorming?
I don't
I
remember.
choked on my ramen noodles.
What happened?
The mournful tits.
The what?
Mournful tits.
Oh, talking about breath.
Suicide, yeah.
That came from me just wanting to do that.
Didn't somebody make you go to a strip bar for a horrible bachelor party?
There were many mental notes from
Not
having
the guy
to go
who
to
does
strip
that.
clubs. First of all, I hate social events. And I certainly hate social events that include fake intimacy and I think at a strip club I made eye contact with the stripper and I felt like there's a human being behind it. Nothing against stripping, but I find that they put a wall in front of them to be able to do this thing. And I made eye contact with the stripper once because there was a guy doing this. This is horrible. Sometimes when you're watching something happen, like a stripper is so fake, this guy goes, I'm not really here, the man watching this. This is all fake, and I think it's appropriate to do this to a stripper.
Do you want me to be the stripper?
Come on.
No, the stripper's up here. And it does this, it goes. He played like ukulele-sized electric guitar at a woman wearing no clothing.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
was it in time when
That's nasty.
yeah, I have no job. I have no wife. This whole world is real. And at that moment, the stripper goes, I'm not gonna pretend I'm not a human being. She looks around and made eye contact with me going. and she did this, she went. And at that moment I go, all is well in the world. But no, I just had a lot of stripper material. Plus I like repeating jokes over and over and over again.